Importance of bookkeeping. The importance of bookkeeping is as follows. Record. It is not possible for anyone to remember all transactions, but bookkeeping maintains records of all the transactions permanently and systematically in the books of accounts.
So again, the same, whatever is the characteristic, that is only important. Whatever is the feature, that is what important we can say. So remember, what is that? Record. Why we have to record the business transaction? Because we came to know the idea whether business is going on. And as there is the limitations in the memory of human being, we all are the fan of Gajni. It means short-term memory loss. We can't able to retain each and every transaction of the business. That's why we have to maintain our books of account and we have to record the transaction. But which transaction I am saying very specifically, only business transaction. Go ahead again.
Financial information. Bookkeeping is useful to get information related to profit loss, assets, liabilities, investments, and stock, etc. At any given time.
So when I am saying financial information, please keep that in mind. Only supposed to be record of financial transaction. So what is coming in financial transaction? We already know profit when selling price is greater than the loss. Then we can say loss when cost price is greater than selling price. Asset means the owner or the proprietor. We can say so asset means the property owned by the proprietor. Liabilities means when business has to pay to something. Investment means for getting the returns, we supposed to invest the amount. It may be in shares, it may be in debentures, even it may be in any kind of land, etc. And stock means whether the business is dealing for buying and trading activities. So goods itself is known as stock. So these we supposed to understand. This is what financial information.
Decision making. Bookkeeping provides financial information to the businessman for decision making.
So once we record systematically all transactions, a owner or the management can take the decision in favor of business, whether business has to expand, whether the business need to close down any some part of the business, and if there is need to change any business policy and so on. Go ahead.
Controlling. Bookkeeping enables the executives of the business to control the activities of the business.
How the business activity can be controlled? Can anyone answer this point? Use the chat box and answer. How we are going to control our business by recording the transaction in the books of account. Okay, Mukul is saying correctly that we can see whether we are getting losses to set out rules and goals for the firm. Okay, Victor is saying the correct answer also. Simple logic is there. When I am going to record the business transaction, I can analysis my books of account by avoiding useless expenses. Pooja is saying okay, like how much we should buy the raw material and all. Okay, Dhruv is also answering. Okay, so anyone want to answer before I suppose, for example, I am taking the example of DMart, and in DMart there are various departments, and we are seeing that the kids department is not running at all good. So what is the necessity after analyzing the financial statement department wise, how much is turnover achieved by the DMart? DMart can take the decision instead of running the kids section, they can shift it to someone another section like grocery, vegetables, so that such kind of important decision which is beneficial for the business for running the business can be taken. And of course, even we can analysis. Suppose we are selling the product on credit to our customer and we are able to understand that customer is not going to pay more than 3 months or 4 months, so we can reduce our credit policy also, or we can reduce drastically for giving selling the product on credit. Depends on what strategy you are going to be used to recover the amount, because if you are running the business, there is 100% surety that we can't say the business is only running with the help of cash transaction. No, not at all possible. Go ahead. Have you understood this point? How the business is going to be controlled by recording the transaction in the books of account? Everyone?
Evidence. Businessman needs financial evidence to be produced in the court of law in case of any disputes.
Suppose there may be a thing happening that there is a partnership between Mr. A and Mr. B, and there is some clashes arises between them. So, of course, when there is a partnership, there is the agreement, and in that agreement, every clause, rules, and regulation already mentioned. So, with the help of that, even we can get the idea who is correct and who is wrong. So, this evidence can be, you can say, present in the court, and according to that, the decisions can be taken. But for that, you have to record the transaction. Next point, tax liability.
Tax liability. Bookkeeping is useful to find out the tax liabilities. Example, income tax, property tax, GST, etc.
Various taxes we have to pay to government. Whatever income we are earning, on that we supposed to pay taxes to government. Then the question arises, why we need to pay the taxes to government? The logic is very clear and simple, that government providing us the infrastructure facility for the benefit of the society, and for that purpose government requires the money supposed to be spent, and the money which is collected from the people, and it is also utilized for the benefit of the people, and that's why the record should be there. And after filing the income tax return, one or government can get the exact idea how much tax should be paid by one individual, firm, or even you can say association of person, body of incorporation, and so on. So hopefully you understand importance of bookkeeping. So again, what we'll do, we'll quickly revise what important thing we have seen. So chalo, use your chat box and tell me one by one the explanation. Record से तुम्हें क्या समझ में आया? Remember, even if you understand first two chapter very carefully, this subject will become more easy and interesting. So yes, use the chat box and answer. Write something so I can understand what you understand in the point of record. Cannot remember all transactions, so we record it into the books. Okay. We keep records to remember all transactions. Not possible remember. Okay. Recording transactions systematically. Very perfect. So everyone said correctly. So we will go ahead with the next point. Financial information. Tell me about this now. What you understand? Financial information. Human cannot remember everything, therefore bookkeeping is okay. That's it. Record point gets over. Everyone said correctly. Few students answer very perfectly. I am not calling their name, but your answers are correct. I already read. Tell me about this now. Financial information. What you understand about financial information?
Yes, sir. Financial information would be information relating to assets, liabilities, profits, loss, and investments and
Ah,
stocks. And you even said debentures.
very nice. Very perfect. Debenture is the part of investment. Okay, Victor. So Pooja, even you said correctly. It keeps record of profit, loss, asset. Okay. Get information related to. Everyone said correctly. Very good. I am glad that you are answering. So the session is interactive. Good. So tell me the next point. Decision making. Even Rahul, your answer is correct. Even Bhanumati, your answer is correct. Somnath, your answer is correct. Okay. Tell me the next point now. Think about the next point. Decision making. Okay. Pooja, your answer is very perfect. It helps in making better decision for the business. What else?
Sir, next point I think so is controlling
No, I am not going with that point. Tell me the answer of this now first. Decision making.
decision making.
Few more answers I require. You even can say a perfect, accurate decision can be taken by the business if you are maintaining the record of the business transaction. Okay, Dhruv, even your answer is correct. It helps to take decisions such as how much to spend on what. Bookkeeping provide financial information to business. Okay, fair enough. Everyone clear? We'll go ahead with the next point, that is controlling. Chalo. How to control? We already discussed. Tell me this now. Even Sakshi, your answer is correct. Controlling. To control the activities of the business. Bhanumati, you said correctly. Controlling transaction in the books of account. Even Pooja, your answer is perfect. So yes, after controlling, we have seen the next point, that is evidence, correct? So tell me about the evidence.
In case of any disputes, these bookkeeping can be produced for financial evidence
Since we are,
as financial evidence.
see again, each and every point is related to indirectly record or financial transaction. How, when we are recording the transactions, we can say it gets authenticity once we are going to be recording the books of account. But for recording the business transaction, we require for certain things. Like for example, we require invoices, purchase bill for recording the transaction. Even we are saying that cash is collected from the customer, so we are issuing them the receipt. So with that help, we can say there is the authenticity of transaction which took place in the business. Clear everyone? And with that help, we can understand whether there is a fraud or error happening or not. And if there is any dispute arises, everything is already mentioned or written in the agreement, even it can be sorted out. And after evidence, the last one is tax liability, correct? Tell me this point.
Um,
You said
it
correctly.
helps you. It helps you to find how much income tax, property tax, GST, etc. you have to pay.
Okay, perfectly said. So I think you are able to understand the importance of the bookkeeping also, correct?